Okay, so we have to find the equation of the circle with centre 4, 1, which makes an intercept of length 4 units on the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 equals 0. Okay, so what are we going to have to do here? So we need to find a radius. Okay, so what we need to do is we'll draw a circle and we'll have a picture of what's going on. Okay, so we have 4, 1 as our centre, and then obviously we have a chord. So there's our chord here, because it says it makes an intercept of length 4 units, so that means it must cut the chord in 2 places. Okay, so we know that the distance from here to here is 4 units. Okay, so using the same idea again, that the perpendicular bisector of the chord contains the centre and that it hits it perpendicularly, so we'll just draw in that perpendicular bisector. Okay, so coming from here out, okay, so we have this measurement, and then we can see that we should, like the last question, just form a right angle triangle, because we know that this here is at right angles. So some measurements then, well, I know that that's 2 units. I'm looking for this here, which is R. So I'm going to use my perpendicular distance now to find the distance from the centre of my circle out to that chord. So my line is, so my radius this time, or sorry, I won't get my radius straight away. First thing I'll do, I'll get this distance d, and then I'll use my Pythagoras' theorem to find the radius. Okay, so my distance that I'm looking for is from the point 4 minus 4, 1 out to this line. Okay, so just writing down my line, and now to fill in my point, which is 4, 1. So this distance is equal to 12 minus 4 plus 2, which is 10 on top, over the square root of 25 again. So we have 10 over 5, which is equal to 2. Okay, so that means that distance there is also 2. Now the next thing we need to do then is we need to find the radius R. So from that triangle, the radius is actually the hypotenuse. So the radius squared is going to be equal to 2 squared, which is just the perpendicular distance we have found, and another 2 squared, which is half the distance of the distance on the chord, because the circle hits the chord in 2 places, and we were told that that made an intercept of 4 units, so half that is 2. So the radius squared is equal to 4 plus 4, so the radius squared is equal to 8. Now I'm going to leave it as the radius squared because I'm going to make the equation of a circle. And to make the equation of a circle, I need radius squared. So this implies my circle will be x minus 4 squared plus y minus 1 squared equal to 8. So remember to change your sign on your centre and then put it equal to the radius squared.